Okay, I'll just do that one. And then I want this one for up the top. Good morning again. I just went and grabbed my tea from across the room and then didn't even freaking drink it. Oh, I feel like I'm all out of sorts today. Yesterday I worked so hard and got everything how I wanted it to be. And now today I'm like, oh, I'm too nervous. I'm suffering twice, you know, because I'm worried about it, about everything, and I needed to be. So I'm going to use this one. It's 1042, and we're going to do the fly stitch for leaves on the bottom here, and we're going to use the fly stitch in a different way at the top here. So 2 different ways. I know we've already done the fly stitch once, but this is going to be different. So there you go. So these 2 leaves down here, and then these 2 fronds at the top. I'm going to use this bright, like minty green. I guess it's not bright. And then I'm going to use this darker color at the top here for these 2. So let's get started. I need all the energy today, I feel like. Didn't have a coffee yet. I made a mint tea. So hopefully that will help. Okay, I'm going to use all 6 strands to fill in both of these because they're quite big leaves. And I might make this one a little bit wider. What's the darker green number, please? I'll just tell you when I do the top so that I don't have to get it all back out from the bin again. I've just thrown it back in. Okay, so for these, we're going to do a line down the middle. And if you want to alter the look of the leaves, I would do that now. Okay, so we're going to do first a straight stitch, and I've got all 6 strands. These are going to make nice little leaves at the bottom. All right, so I'm going to do one of these, just a straight stitch. And then after this, we're going to start the fly stitches. Now, the fly stitches that we used before, we did up on the left, down on the right. And then we did quite a long middle here to kind of connect the middle where these points are to the next point. For these ones, we're going to do very, very short ones, like really, really small. So all we're going to do is just like tack that stitch in place. Okay, so up on the left, down on the right, or the other way around, doesn't matter at all. Get it off. And you're going to come up right here where you went down. So the first one's going to be kind of like a U because it's going to make a tight turn, you know? Because it's like boom, boom, straight up, straight down, you know? What pen are you using? Oh, thank you, Hannah. I definitely recommend looking at the prep video if you want any info on materials, though, because that's not the only pen that you can use. There's all kinds of different ones. So up and down on the side. And for this one, we're not outlining or anything like that, so be sure when you do your left and right stitches coming up and going down, that you put them on the right and on the outside. You know, that's wherever you want your leaf outside to be, the outline of the leaf, because we're not doing an outline. I don't make any sense today. I'm never not having a coffee in the morning ever again. All week, I've been like skipping the morning coffee and trying to have it like in the afternoon, like after lunch. It's just not working, is it? I need something like stronger than coffee, but not illegal. Does anyone have anything like that? Give me a bit of a pep in my step. And then you're just going to work this all the way down until you fill up the whole shape. This color is so pretty. Now I tend to use the same greens over and over, but just in different places. And then it really mixes it up and makes it look like it's like a natural, you know, outside scene. Like you've just gone outside for a walk and you've set down your coffee and your coffee cup and you're like on a bench, and then like underneath the bench, this is what you've seen, you know? Just made up a story that fits. That fits what I've made. Okay, so here's one way. I'll probably end up showing you the other way now, like when I'm finished with this leaf, and not do the other leaf right now, so that you can see both of the elements that we're going to do today, and then you don't have to watch me do two leaves that are exactly the same. But I love doing these. These are also really great for petals. I did these for the bag of flowers Stitchalong, and used them as petals. And they came out really, really nice. Obviously, I didn't make them green. I think I made them yellow. But still, very lovely. It looks really nice, thank you. I bet yours will look lovely too. I'm just gonna put that up like that. Ooh. Okay, so there's one. Let me tie this off. And then I'll get the darker color. The darker color is 218. But honestly, you can use whatever color you want. You don't have to use the same ones that I'm using. It's not like a pattern, you know? Do your own. Do your own way. Go your own way. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do... Let me just have a wee look here. Because 6 is going to be too much, I think. Now, notice with this one, there's a line down the middle, and then there's a V on each side. Yeah, let's try like 4. I'm gonna do 4. Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 out and do 4 strands for this one. A nice dark green. No, not in the T. Man. Just ain't my day today, guys. Just ain't it. David's going to school today. I've already told the other group, but it's because the mouse pad on his computer doesn't work anymore. Like the mouse tracker pad, you know? And because it's a school computer and not his computer, he's tried all the tricks and Googled it and everything. But he doesn't have like permission to like change any of the settings or anything. So all the things that Google told him to do, he like it can't do. So like poor guy is just like stuck. Thank God it's a what's it called? Touchpad one for the screen. I hope you guys couldn't hear me taking a drink. Isn't that the worst? Okay, so we're gonna do a back stitch down the middle and then one fly stitch on each side. Okay, so let's start the back stitch. Yeah, and like, cause he's a teacher, thankfully it's half term and it started last Thursday and they were like, oh, just hit like the FN key and like Control-7 or something and that should work. And he's like, yeah, I know, but that's not working. And I don't have permission to like change any of the settings because it's a school issued computer. It's basically the same ones that they give out to the kids. And so they don't want the kids to be able to like manipulate the programs and stuff and like change the settings, etc. So it's like all locked and everything. So like thankfully it's half term now. So he actually didn't have to use it until, well, Monday. But today's the only day that IT people are going to be in. So he's like, I have to go to school and wait for them. Okay, so we've done our back stitch. I don't know why this looks a bit humped up. Doesn't it? Maybe I didn't pull them tight enough or something. Okay, so now we're going to do one fly stitch on each side. So it doesn't matter where, kind of like how exuberant you want them to go. Do you know what I mean? And then we'll do one little tacking stitch and make it go into the back stitch that we just did. So you can make these really quite big or you can make them really small. You can make them like a wheat color, almost like a golden yellow or like a brown. That would be quite nice. Just keep in mind whatever you have next to it because I've got yellow or orange next to mine. So the brown and the orange would be a bit conflicting if it was like the same color. And then let's hop down here. I quite like using the fly stitch though. It's nice. What hoop manufacturer do you use? I'm not going to tell you that. Sorry. But you can find hoops for all over the place for different price points. It just depends on what kind you like. There's plastic ones, there's wood ones, oval ones, there's stretcher bars. There's the Q-snap frames if you like the having more like a square or rectangle instead of a circle. All right, here we go. Almost finished with this one. I'm just going to pop over and do this one because I still have the same color thread. Okay, and because this is a dark color, I'm going to make a knot, and then even though it's literally right next to it, I don't want to jump over there because the color is dark and you'll be able to see that little jump on the front sometimes. Now, I know some people like to stitch with 2 pieces of fabric to make their fabric a little less see-through, but actually, if you just keep it tidy, you don't have to stitch through 2. So in all of my kits, I always give 2 pieces, and that's because a lot of people want to actually practice like the the stitch before they do it like on the actual pattern. So you've got 2 pieces of fabric, one to practice if you want to go through the stitch guide and just like have a go, you know? And then the other one is for like your actual project. Yes, the Cluttery said the stitch is fast, but it has a big impact. Yes. And like sometimes when I'm stitching, like it's really easy to always pick like the ones that are so complicated and they show like how amazing you are. But sometimes it's great to just like bang out a hoop and have it look nice and have it be quick. You know? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just don't want like faffy stuff. You just kind of want it to be like quick, efficient, and have an impact. So I really like these. Quick one today, isn't it? Part of me is kind of trying to leave stuff for Sunday though, because we've had a lot of like little things to do this week, because these are all of the details that bring your hoop together. Jessie, no one is here. Calm down. She's like so concerned. See, I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to have anything. I might have to do, like, work on one of my own hoops or something, you know? I do have the padded satin stitch to do. It's the truck taking all that rubbish to the tip, Jessie. It's okay. You're all right. She gets so upset if someone's here, like if she can hear a car or someone walk in. She's like, who are you? What are you doing here? Tell me. Now you can stitch over this flower if you want, or you can tuck it behind. I'm just going to tuck it behind, because it's a nice big flower. I want it to stand out. And there we go. Ta-da! Finished both of them. Now sometimes I like to use like even like a darker color than this for like the frondsy kind of like stick twiggy things. You could also do like a dark brown or like a beige color, you know, for the stem, and then have these little guys stick off. You could also add color if you wanted and have the middle part green and have these be colorful. It's totally up to you. So this is what we've done today. I've got one leaf here. I could probably finish the other one now whilst you're on, because it was so quick today. I'll just do the other one whilst we're on. But if you'd like to go, then that's totally fine too. Still the guy from the tip, Jessie. It's still them. She's looking at me like, I don't believe you. It must be someone else. Good watchdog. How's your dog? No, not you. It's Veronica. Sorry. Veronica got a new puppy. Just snipped my finger with my super sharp scissors. I cannot even tell you how many times I've done that. And it hurts so bad. It's like the worst place to be snipped, you know? And they do. They just like cut right through. Oh, I'm sorry. When I was an art teacher, I used to have the liquid Band-Aid, which is basically just glorified super glue. Because I was always like cutting mats and stuff, and I'd cut my finger, and I was on the 6th floor, and we didn't have an elevator, so all the rest of the school was on like the ground floor or the 1st floor or the 2nd floor. So I would have to run down all the stairs if I needed to like get anything. So I just got some liquid Band-Aid, and it stung so bad, but at least my finger wouldn't be like bleeding on the kids. Miriam says, I'm so clumsy with my hands at the moment. Needles, scissors. I even grated my hand because I'm a bit greedy and wanted more cheese. Yeah, that's what I did right here. I grated my thumb too. David was going, can I have some more cheese, please? And I said, yeah, I'll get you some more cheese. And so I said, are you done now? And he goes, no, how about a bit more? He doesn't even like cheese that much. And I said, oh, okay, fine. How about that? More? And he goes, yeah, just a bit more. And I was like, are you joking me? So I got some more cheese and I grated my thumb. And I said, well, now you can have bits of skin in there too. You're done. Take your food. Oh, it was bad. And now I've got this stupid thing on my thumb. Who is this guy? Cheese and donuts. I know, he doesn't even like donuts that much either. Like, he does like them, but like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm sure it'll go away. It'll be fine. No. Looks so stupid now. And then I've got the other one here. That's where I cut my finger too with the scissors. Who knew this would be so dangerous? Embroidery is a dangerous sport, guys. Dangerous. Not your grandma's hobby anymore, is it? All right. Got my tea thread shoved in there too. And we're done for the day. So fly stitch a different way. And honestly, I could probably think of like 4 more different ways to use it. But it just goes to show you can use it in all kinds of different ways. The same stitch, and it can look so different. So this one, and this one, all the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I hope you have a lovely Thursday. I need to do a bit more organizing because we got a new unit, like a little cupboard type thing. So I've got some shipping stuff in there, some new projects in there. It's going to be so fun to have more space to put stuff. And then I've like reorganized everything yesterday. So I have to finish that today because there's still a couple things that I use a lot, but I don't really have a place for. So that's going to be me. And then I have to find some lunch because Dave's not here. And yeah, maybe I'll take a nap. So enjoy your day. And I hope you have a lovely Thursday. Don't forget to tag me so I can repost. And then also use the hashtag. So hashtag the Barmy Fox SAL. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.